So next up is my sister. My sister Ereshkigal. And she is older than me by quite a bit. And here's where Elohim relationships get kind of funky. Because Ereshkigal is both my sister and my mother's sister. My mother and my sister have the same mother, and me and my sister have the same father. And my sister, you also know her as Persephone. Please call her Ereshkigal. She prefers that name. It is more fierce, and by God, is my sister fierce. The queen of the Underworld she deserves her title. And when I came down, it had been a while since she and I last spoke, because she and I have some differences of opinion on some things. We don't exactly, or like when I left, we didn't exactly have a detente. We had more of an understanding that we're just going to leave each other to each other's own business. And I came back to find that my sister was quite involved with the family again, which I am really actually quite glad to see, because even though, yeah, we have some differences of opinion, I respect the hell out of my sister. And so my sister, in addition to being the queen of the underworld, she has 6 kids. Yes, she is a flaming lesbian, just like her sister. I am a lesbian, but I'm like my mother in the sense that I'm straight for one person. And yeah, so my sister has 6 kids. They're all boys. And I affectionately call some of them demon spawn, but they're just as fierce as she is. And my sister has a big job governing the Duat. And because the Duat is what holds us together, and in a big way is what holds the whole universe together, because they are essentially the core. And she's not alone in that work. My sister has a coven, and it's basically every goddess in the world who you can think of who is associated in some way with black magic. They are probably in her coven, and they're probably gay. So, I don't know that I want to say sorry, but, black magic has always been the domain of women. So my sister's coven, they are the ones to call if you are a woman who needs protection. They are the ones to call if you are a woman who needs to raise a little hell. And they do take appointments from gay men. But if you are just, if you're a man, maybe they'll work with you individually, but it's not really what they're here for. Men help themselves. Women help each other, is what she just said. And I think I agree with that. My sister is Jesus's worst nightmare, which I love, because when Jesus is done being rounded up, my sister is in charge of him. It was supposed to be me, but because he's lost his privileges, Tammuz got me. So, Jesus raped my sister a number of years ago. No, he never apologized. And no, she didn't let it go. Because if you guys think that I don't let things go, you got no idea. So, Jesus is gonna have an interesting time. I would say pray for him, but I don't think they're gonna listen. So, my sister, literal queen, like my mother, also a literal queen. My mother's the queen of heaven. My sister just called herself the queen of hell. 2 peas in a pod. So what's next? Let's see. A gnat. I want to talk more about a gnat. My sister-in-law Hadad's youngest sibling. She is a trans woman. She and I work together in the East, dealing with mourning business. She's my sparring partner. She keeps me honest. She looks out for me when I don't look out for myself because I'm too busy looking out for everyone else. Older sister problems. And she is heavily recruiting right now. So I know I've had a number of conversations on Reddit with some folks who I've told that Anat is calling you. She has been identifying people to me left and right. So if I knock on your door and tell you that my sister-in-law is looking for you, consider answering. She's not vindictive if you don't answer her, but it's in your best interest, because my sister-in-law, otherwise known as Athena, by the way, she's got lots of other names, we all do. Call her Anat. My sister-in-law is just a gem to work with. You will be a much better person for working with her, so I recommend answering the call. And I mean, for that matter too, if any of my other siblings and in-laws call you, you should consider it. I'm calling people too. I'm calling them here, obviously. And if I call you, it's because I'm looking for friends for my family. We may end up working together, you and me, or I may point you towards someone else. But a big part of why I wanted to do this introduction series is because we need help. Or, well, I should say, we don't need help, but we would really like it. Because, and for a number of reasons. One of which is because Jesus has hurt you, even if you're not a Christian. Like, this world that Jesus fucked up has hurt you. And we think that you should be a little bit more contemptuous about that and strike back at him. Join us. We're way more fun than Jesus. And it's just, it's in your best interest in all kinds of ways. It'll get you through the apocalypse way more smoothly, and it's just good for you to do. So, if you're interested in working with anyone in my family, reach out to me, and I will get you connected. Let me know if anyone has caught your attention, who you think you might want to work with. And if you're not sure, I'm happy to just talk to you more about what they're all like, because they're amazing. They're the best family ever. I love them and I can't wait to go home. But in the meantime, here I am, so use me as a resource. Next up, we're gonna do more men explain things to me.